Hello, dear children. This is A. Mani Sharma, your favorite maths teacher, and you are watching Triangles Part 5. Now, here we shall start with converse of basic proportionality theorem and then move forward with some more questions of exercise 6.2. Now, let us see what is given in converse of basic proportionality theorem. See here children, what does the statement says? If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line must be parallel to the third side. Now suppose if you consider a triangle A, B, C, and here you have a line L which divides AB and AC in the same ratio. Suppose you have D and E, the points of intersection of line L on AB, and if you have AD by BD equal to AE by EC. If AD by BD is equal to AE by EC, then L must be parallel to BC. You have to prove that L must be parallel to BC. If the condition AD by BD equal to AE by EC is satisfying by line L, then L must be parallel to BC. Now children, see here, as per the statement, what is given to us? In triangle ABC, see this is triangle ABC, and what is given to us just now I have explained you the statement. ABC line L intersects AB and AC at points D and E such that AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. This is the condition. And what we have to prove? We have to prove that DE parallel BC. See children, this is the reverse of basic proportionality theorem. As per our basic proportionality theorem, if DE is parallel to BC, AD by BD will be equal to AE by EC. Now in this case, it is given that AD by BD is equal to AE by EC, and you have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. Now let us find out what we have to do to move forward with this particular proof. Now let us say that DE is not parallel to BC and we are taking another line from D, that is DF, which is parallel to BC. So let us suppose, the beginning of the solution is, let us suppose that DE is not parallel to BC but DF is parallel to BC. Okay. Now from here, if DF is parallel to BC, if DF is parallel to BC, then as per basic proportionality theorem, BPT, as per BPT, what we will get? If DF is parallel to BC, then we will get AD by DB, AD by DB will be equal to AF by FC, This we will get. But children, do you remember what was given to us? What was given to us? Do you remember? See here we were given AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. This is given. See here, it is given AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. But it is given, but what is given? It is given that AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. But what we are getting here? We are getting AD by DB equal to AF by FC. That means AF by FC is equal to AE by EC. AF by FC is equal to AE by EC. And this means they are one and the same. Now let us see how this is one and the same. See here, what we got, AF by FC equal to AE by EC. Now see, AF by FC is equal to AE by EC. Now if you add 1 to both the sides like this, what you will get? AF plus FC by AF plus FC by FC equal to AE plus EC by EC. Now children, see here, AF plus FC means what? AF plus FC means what? AC, isn't it? This is becoming AC. Okay. Now AC by FC. Now this AE plus EC, what you are getting? AE plus EC. Here AE plus EC is also equal to AC. Now see, AC by FC equal to AC by EC. What you are getting? AC by FC equal to AC by EC. How is it possible? It will be possible only when F will be equal to E. So here we have proved that if AD by BD is equal to AE by EC, then DE is parallel to BC, and this is not a different line, but this line is the same as this line. So this coincides with this line. So F is not a different point. F and E coincide with one another. Number 5 of 6.2. See here what is given. In the given figure, DE parallel OQ. Now see children, this is DE. And this is parallel to OQ. See, this is OQ. So it is given DE parallel OQ. Okay. Now DF parallel OR. Let us take another color. DF parallel OR. See, this is DF. DF parallel OR. See, this is OR. So DF is parallel to OR. So these are the two conditions. And you have to show EF parallel QR. This is what we have to show. EF parallel QR. Now let us see how we can move forward. Okay. Now children, see here. It is given that first let us consider DE parallel OQ. Means let us consider this one. DE parallel OQ. Let us take triangle PQ and let us say PQO. Let us take triangle PQ and O. Okay. So in triangle PQO, what is given? What is given in triangle PQO? It is given that DE is parallel to OQ. Okay. So by Thales theorem or by BPT, basic proportionality theorem, you can say that PE by EQ will be equal to PD by DO, isn't it? So you will get PE by EQ equal to PD by DO. Okay. Now let us take this as 1. Now next is in triangle POR. Let us take this triangle. In triangle POR. So in triangle POR. So what we have here in triangle POR, DF parallel OR. Okay. DF, this is DF parallel OR. So DF parallel OR. So what we will get by BPT? By BPT theorem, we shall get PD by DO will be equal to PF by FR. So PF by FR will be equal to PD by DO. So let us say that this is equation 2. So children, from 1 and 2, look here, from 1 and 2, here PE by EQ equal to PD by DO, and here PF by FR equal to PD by DO. So from 1 and 2, we have PE by EQ equal to PF by FR. See, PE by EQ, see this is PE, and PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Now children, try to understand here. If you take triangle PQR, you can see here that EF is a line passing through the sides PQ and PR, and here we are getting PE by EQ equal to PF by FR. So what you can say? What you can say from here? You can say that EF is parallel to QR. What you can say? You can say that EF is parallel to QR. Why? How you can say that? You can say it by the converse of basic proportionality theorem that we have just understood and proved. Because see, when the ratios are equal, lines will be parallel. See here, PE and divided by EQ, that means this is the point, then is equal to PF by FR. So this is the point, that means EF is a line parallel to QR. So EF parallel QR by what? By converse of basic proportionality theorem.